Hello again, people, and welcome to TNCROSS2. Yeah, I don't know what TNCROSS1 is, if there is a TN1 Cross. If there is, I have no idea. They say something about, well, perhaps it's time to update this, so I assume this is just an updated version of TNCROSS1, wherever that is. Yeah, I don't put much effort into hunting these down. There's enough WADs as it is that I don't really want to put, like, any effort to hunting down WADs. So yeah, I just kind of choose to go. And it's made by VALIS, which you will remember as the guy who made that WAD where we basically were standing on little tiny platforms and being hit by lost souls, aka one of the terrible, terrible levels out there. Yeah. What was it? TNSPIRES? Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good way of standing out. It's TN. Apparently that was like, that's probably like his cult or something, his clan. Not cult. But yeah. This doesn't sound promising. Perhaps it's time to update this. No elaborate maps in New Jersey. No amateurish clipping errors to put up with. Just a clean and slightly diabolical level for the dedicated deathmatch player. A few secret passages provide opportunities for healthy backstabbing and rabbit punching. Just the way you like it. Other secrets and physical feats about. A few monsters thrown in to keep everyone honest. It was done with DU and cleaned up afterward with BSP 1.0. We can safely satisfy that Windows was not run at any time in the preparation of this level. You know, actually, yeah, because Windows 3.1 was out at this time. So I guess that actually does make sense to say Windows wasn't run. But yeah, this is still the era of DOS. So that kind of makes sense. Windows wasn't run at this time. Thank you for telling me. This will probably be the last release of TN Cross, so we hope you enjoy it. Next, a general exploration level. And based on times that these came out, TNSPIRES actually came out next. This came out like a day before TNSPIRES. So yeah, that was exploration to you? You're telling me 4 pillars with lost souls attacking was exploration? Dear God, this guy is sadistic. Okay, let's see what he has to offer. Oh God, please be better than that. Please be better than that. Okay, we're in an area with rednecks. And, stuff. Okay. Wait, what? What? Oh my God, this guy just loves his damaging bloody floors. Are you kidding me? This is how we start? That's how you start. By being hit with a damaging freaking floor. What a terrible idea, game. Oh God. This guy also loves lost souls. He just loves doing annoying things. Yeah, okay then. The lost souls are gonna drive me nuts. I'm done. I want out already. I just came in here, but I want out. Ooh, a keycard. I'll shoot this guy. He deserves that. He deserves it for my torture in this level. I heard the door open. I heard the door open. I don't know why or how. Okay, there's a door open and closing somewhere in this level. I don't know where. But first thing first, let's actually get some of these health packs. That way I'm not dying. This looks intriguing. There's a raised platform up here. A raised platform up here. It sounds like a teleport over there. There's the TN logo. For whatever reason. And there's a switch here. This might be the exit switch. Yeah, it is. I'm not leaving that quickly, game. Yeah, I just had to figure out if that was actually the exit switch. So, I'm assuming secret. We press this, we have to find out what it opens. That's a good question. What does it open? Right over here. Aha! Time to solve the mysteries of the universe. And by that, I mean, totally more lost souls. Get out of my way! Oh god, there's piggies everywhere. I hate life. I hate pinkies. They decided to murder me. Oh god, more of them. Close quarter contact with invisible dudes. Okay, I got a invisible sphere of stuff, but I don't really know what else I accomplished. I'm about to die. I know that much. But, yeah. I really don't know what I even did. There's like an arrow here. Okay, now what game? I pressed the button, and yeah. Oh my god, I found something. I found something. I don't know how, but I found it. What's this lead to? Die! Ouchie, ouchie, another invisibility. Okay, up the staircase we go. We only have one enemy left. That's good, because I'm low on health. This looks like something. How do I open it? Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Game, you decided to cause all these damaging platforms over and over. You're sadistic. You're just sadistic. Really? Really, game? Was this trip really necessary? Wait, I heard like a door open somewhere. Yeah. Wait a minute. I see. I come all the way. Ooh. I'm not gonna make it. No. Yeah, I kind of get stuck on a surface. I need to like move back here, and now we move forward, and we can get to the blue key card. Ta-da! Okay, and that's the second one. Now we have to wonder, where is the blue door? That's kind of a big part of the problem. Also, how exactly does one get up on all these platforms? This would suggest that there's a way to get up here, but how? Aha! What's this about? Aha! Look at that! There's healing! Free healing! I love it! Okay. Game? Will you raise again? Or am I... Was this a one-way way? Well, fine. I'm okay with one way. I mean, now I got some stuff. Such as, well, the ability to punch things, even though there's nothing really to punch. I'm trying to make a good situation out of this. I really don't know what I accomplished. Interesting. Interesting indeed. If I push the button down here, they will come. I see. So this is where they all come from. That makes a bit more sense, at least. Now for a stupid question of, well, how exactly does one get on the platforms? And also, where are the secrets? I don't get the feeling it's like, aha! Yeah, you just start spamming walls and you get to stuff like this. I see. And look at that, now we get on the platforms. Just some spamming bloody walls. Because, what better way? Let me guess, there's like another one that allows me to get over there or something? Something like that, probably. So there's gotta be another one of these. Probably on this wall. There's a secret. Let's just keep spamming this wall, because, you know, that's totally how you solve mysteries like this. Okay, super question. We have 3 or 4 secrets. Where is that 4th? And we got a rocket launcher out of the deal. Why do I get the feeling it's like going to be somewhere like over here now? I find this difficult to find now. Yeah. Let me just start spamming every wall. Because you know that totally works. Totally legit way of finding stuff. And it's totally viable. It's a strategy. And it's the only way to find stuff here, apparently. Because we must accept Doom Guy's fetish for what it is. He likes to hum doors. So does everyone else. Yeah, we've already seen that one. I don't think we've accomplished anything. Yeah. Now what? Like I said, I really want to say it's along this wall or something. Like, there's something here that leads somewhere. Like I said, there's a blue key. So where's the blue door? There's a blue door in this map that I do not know of. I find this problematic. I find this slightly distressing in some ways. And the problem is, I don't really know where it could possibly be. I mean, I get the feeling it's like up here or so, but the problem is that because of the walls, and the fact of the matter that you could really like drop to any of these, I don't know if it's going to be like in the corner up here, so I want to make sure that there's like something up there. I'm assuming there's a way up here or something. But yeah, it seems like these are maybe spawn locations or something. It's gotta be. It's gotta be because of like spawn locations. If that's the case, then I don't know where the secret could be. Okay, let's get back to just trying to look around. Because there's a secret, and I don't know where it is. You know what? Maybe it's here, and it's like you have to go in like the right sector or something. Let me make sure of that. Because sometimes the broken sectors are pretty bad. Let me try humping the back wall. Like I said, I know I'm kind of giving up fast on this, but honestly, when it comes to stuff like this, you cannot afford to be patient, because if you're too patient, you're going to be hunting for an hour, and it's going to be nothing. And so far, we haven't even found anything with no clip. I don't even know if it's possible. It might very well turn out to be, because if we walked over the secret sector, we'd get it, right? Yeah, if we have no clip on, we should get it. So, yeah, there's something very interestingly going on here, whereby why am I not getting the secret? I mean, from anywhere in this map that I can see. You'd think I can no clip now. I should be able to cheat and see where the thing is that I can't find, right? This is what the point of no clip is about. Wait, what? What? Okay, this is definitely a glitch. Okay, this is definitely something. Because let's do this again. I want to see that. This is another mistake. Yeah, see? Look at that. The secret is this little invisible area that has nothing there between this area here and this area here. There's no way to get the secret because it's between these two. So, this is why we look. Look at that. This is why I give up and end up looking around and whatnot and get very, very impatient. And as you see, today it paid off. Because otherwise we would have been hunting around like a maniac for nothing. It would have turned out that it's impossible to actually get that secret. And this is why 100% completion in PWADs is always a terrible idea, especially with secrets, because those secrets always seem to be broken. And this is also, like I said, why if you ever do like a challenging PWAD, you better have like good reviews or something like that, and something that's well known, because otherwise, if you're playing some obscure PWAD, you never know if it's going to be broken or not. I really wish there was some way to like check these beforehand, like a WAD checker or something. It would be nice if there was a tool for that, which could check the level and see if the secret sectors are inside the level or not. It sounds like something that should be possible to be done. I don't know how to do it or whatnot, but it would make life a lot better. Anyway, well then, let's actually press this button and get out of here. Because, yeah. So, opinions on this level. Well, I hated the secret sectors, that's for sure. It was in fact, actually, I think overall this is another pretty bad level by him. I think this just goes to show that he likes to make frustrating levels. Because, yeah, this has more than one rum, but shows a lot of other reasons why levels can be bad. We start the level on a damaging floor, of all things. No level in the original Doom game ever does that. And there's a reason for that. It likes to have you, that first few seconds of being able to do it or something. Maybe they'll have like a monster nearby or something that'll attack you. But generally speaking, they like you to have that breathing room at the start of a map. And this kind of goes against that and just basically starts you in an area which starts hurting you. And I just do not like that design choice at all. And, okay, it has some nice pain areas. It has, it's definitely rough with the attacks and whatnot, and the painful floor at the beginning to drain your health. And after that, you get pretty much to a bun hunt. Pretty much as in the map's pretty simple and straightforward with just a button on the wall, so I guess you can't complain about that. But if you're going for 100% completion and secrets, yeah. He pretty much just made all the secrets hidden areas, and one of the secrets is impossible to get. So, yeah, basically this level rewards you for spamming every wall on the map because there's really no logical rhyme or reason to where the secrets are located, and then one of them is broken as well. So you're probably going to test every wall on this map hunting for that last secret because you've had to find the others by spamming every wall. So I can imagine you going insane, running back and forth over and over trying to get the secret of this level, only to find out later on maybe that it was impossible to get. And this is exactly why 100% completion in these can sometimes be very frustrating. And a good example of a terrible design choice at level. I mean, really. Why on earth is there even a secret located there? I mean, really? How do these levels get by creation? Did they not playtest them at all? I mean, like I said, I can understand it being mediocre. I can understand it being lackluster. They didn't exactly think it out the best way or whatnot. They weren't proficient. And it's not really anything that's very creative or something like that, but it works. It's something that's just kind of there. Or something that's very, very simplistic, easy. Maybe it didn't have the right balance, stuff like that. But, these type of levels where it's just frustrating and it has some tedious elements, doesn't the person that's playing the level kind of realize that? I mean, I guess when it comes to secret, it's almost, I know where the secrets are, but what about like a level like this where you can plainly see you cannot access that last secret? Did he not try for 100% completion or something? And he was like, let's just dash to this level and kind of do stuff and exit the level. And didn't care about 100% completion or something? Because, yeah, if you try to actually get 100% on all, you should be able to realize that that last secret's totally inaccessible. And like I said, this isn't the first time we've seen an inaccessible secret. I think we've seen now a few examples of that. I forget exactly which levels have had it, but like I said, it definitely is becoming a thing where inaccessible levels inaccessible secrets are a thing. And so when you see me get impatient or whatnot, it gets more and more excusable for why exactly I'm doing it. And why exactly I get so impatient in pretty much any fan-based thing or whatnot, not just even Doom. But pretty much this is why I end up kind of turning like this, because I played through stuff like this, and a lot of the early base stuff, I don't know if it maybe gets more solidified later on, but based on my experience with the early stuff I have played, there's plenty of broken stuff like this, and this just pretty much proves my point. Because this is yet another example of something with a broken secret. We haven't seen any, like, broken completion or something like that, generally because, generally speaking, they are kind of tested for something like that, so I don't see too many times that it's, like, broken completion, at least in Doom. If we're talking like certain other games or whatnot, there are fan missions or whatnot that I could think of that cannot be completed because they're broken. But as of here, so far at least, every level has been possible to complete, or has just not had an exit. At least it's not so far been pretty broken because of some real random mechanic. But then again, Doom is a pretty simplistic game where it's kind of hard to mess that up. And then we did have stuff like, that, whatever that level was with the pillars and whatnot, with the Barons of Hell and all that, that we did right near the beginning. Let me see if I could see the name here. I think it was something very, very early on. 11 Hell. I believe that's it. Yeah, it's the level the the cooperative one, where it was a pain in the butt or whatnot, because we couldn't really do anything and couldn't get to the exit. But at least that has a reason. So far we haven't really reached the level that's just impossible to access and has no reason for why it's impossible to access. But at the same time, it's like, couldn't you have checked secrets? But yeah, um, as far as I figure, I think enemies and items and all that, if they aren't inside the map, I think, it gives you errors, so it's impossible to kind of have that. But secrets, they kind of just flag, so they could be outside the map, as we've seen already. And yeah, they're kind of broken at times. Even in the official Doom game, Ultimate Doom, we had 2 levels of broken secrets. And I'm sorry, but I just do not like levels that have broken secrets. I feel a level should be fully completable. I would rather play something that's really simplistic and really dumbed down with absolutely no secrets than something that has broken secrets. Because the broken secret level, I'm probably going to spend a bit of time hunting for random junk and not getting anywhere with it and getting frustrated. Luckily, with some of these, like this one in particular, I kind of started hunting very quick or whatnot, going no clip almost immediately. So I'm kind of happy I did that. But I can imagine that, there was times in the past or whatnot, because I played these levels before, years ago or so. But there was probably a time in the past when I played this level or so, and maybe I hunted for hours, and I just do not recall it. But yeah, this type of stuff adds up, and this is why, I probably remember a lot of these Doom WADs as being torture, because I spent a lot of time hunting for hours, for a certain secret or so, only to find out that it was impossible to get. Or who knows how actually long. Maybe I only spent like 20, 30 minutes, but honestly, even say 10, 20, 30 minutes or so, that may not sound like a long time, but that's a long time of just dragging. Who wants to sit there and pretty much spam wall after wall for 10 to 20 minutes? That's not a long time in relativity to like hours, but it's still just wasting time spamming walls and having to deal with the sheer tedium of it. It's just not fun. And for that, yeah, it is yet another really relatively unenjoyable level because of that. But at least this gives you kind of an idea onto how my mindset works why exactly I do some of the things I do, and gives you an idea of why sometimes I can be kind of impatient. It's definitely a flaw of me, and I definitely regret when it actually is a possible findable secret. But then I have to remember there's stuff like this. So, well done, mine. My God, I probably rambled for a while. Yeah, I think I've rambled for maybe 10 minutes. I think I stopped at like 16 minutes, and I've been rambling for 10. But yeah, I kind of had to get a rant off my chest, and it's pretty good and appropriate to kind of just share with you some of my opinions on these Doom levels, because we've had a bunch of short ones. So here's a little bit of a longer one for you guys. Since I'm not really doing any Elder Scrolls Arena or anything today, I'm kind of having like a day off from it. So I decided let's do some Doom levels, and here's one that I can ramble about stuff. So, well, that mind, this will probably be the final one for the night. So, thank you very much all for watching. It has been an arduous journey, and I shall see you all next time.